Well, yes, you can. Go ahead and post your picture, your question. I mean, do I look sick? No, I'm not sick, actually. I just went to the gym. I went to the gym, took a shower, had to get ready real quick. But no, I'm not sick. I am feeling a little sinusy, though. Could be allergies, but other than that, no, I am not sick. Thankfully, I'm not. Thank you for asking. All right, Rajid, whenever you're ready, go ahead and submit your question right here. And we'll go ahead and start with you, Rashid. I hope you are doing well. Here's my question. Since about 3 years, slowly then suddenly 90% of my savings have been wiped away due to various reasons, mainly gambling addiction. I got scammed in 2022, then again in 2024. When will this turn around? For me, my financial life, I'm so financially down now. I live in a room shared by 2 other people now. It's my own actions that caused this, but I can feel external hand in this as well. For example, black magic. Okay. Okay. So, Brigitte, what exactly is your question? So you're saying that you know that your situation is basically where you are right now is due to your own actions, but you, in a way, you kind of feel like there's also external interruption, like black magic done to you, and that you're also about 26 to 27,000 in debt. Okay, all in credit card debt. Yeah, I figured Canadian. How will my financial situation turn around? Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the Rider-Waite for you. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. Will this ever turn around? Yes. Yes, I do. Most especially because with the Ten of Swords crowning the reading, I mean, I guess the positive thing about this card is that there is no downward. You basically hit the bottom of the pit, basically. The bottom of the rabbit hole. So there is no other way but up. So crowning the reading with the Ten of Swords, it's basically saying, well, there's no other way but up from now. Okay, so it basically saying, well, it can't get any worse from here. So yes, obviously you will be doing a lot better. Now, to see full recovery as far as like your 27,000 Canadian in debt and feeling better about yourself and getting a better financial situation, honestly, I see it about 10 years. If you want me to be honest, about 10 years to get yourself back on your feet, to be in a financial and housing situation that you want, and to be in a place where you personally feel like, okay, I'm satisfied. I would say 10 years. Doesn't sound like probably something you would want to hear. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm seeing. But the cool thing about, like I said, the Ten of Swords, you've already hit the bottom of the barrel, the bottom of the pit. There's just, it's not going to get any worse from here, crowning the reading. So, I mean, in a position like this, in a situation like this, Ten of Swords is probably a good thing because it's basically telling me, well, yeah, it is going to get better because there's just no way it's going to get any worse from here. So, because this is the worst it could possibly be, And so with the King of Wands, and also because of the King of Wands, you are someone who still has the energy and the motivation to change things around. And at the same time, you do want happiness. You do want happiness, and you will achieve happiness. And I do think you're going to do things right. I do think that you're going to do things right, but we need to stop with the regrets. Okay, you did what you did, but let's just get over it. Okay, I see that you're still holding on to, the things that you have done, and there are regrets. But these cards are telling me right here that, good thing about this and the position that it is, and with the question that we have, like I said, there's just no way it can get any worse from here. It is telling me right here you might distance yourself from certain friends or certain people that are just not really good influences for you. And also your challenge here is also remember why you're doing all of this for. And I think the reason for that is because you love what you do, okay? And if right now, currently, you're not dedicating yourself to something that you feel like you truly love and have passion for, then it's about finding that with having the Ace of Cups as your challenge, okay? But it is telling me here that you most likely do already, or have an idea of what that could be, because I am seeing that you're feeling the competition or you're worried about the competition. But it is telling me here, let's let go of the regrets. And at the same time, I am seeing that you're gonna turn this over. You're gonna turn this over. You're just gonna be like, okay, yeah, I made a mistake. Big deal. Everyone makes a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. And okay, you just said right here, haha, that's okay, slow but steady. I'm guessing you mean by the 10-year thing. Hi, Susanna. Yes, no, the baby's not here. My baby's not here. Yes, right, regret every hour, every few minutes, let's say. Right, I see that. I definitely see that with that 5 of Cups. Yes, right, I've been thinking this just last week about distancing myself from 2 or 3 friends. Yeah, look at, it's 3. And I was, so yes, I wouldn't doubt it. So, yeah. So, But yes, I mean, would you see a positive change? Would you see yourself back in a place where you would actually find yourself satisfied, where you would be satisfied with yourself and be like, okay, I feel like, accomplished, I feel good, I feel happy with where I am, then, yes, I do think so. But I see like around 10 years time, okay, where you would be in a good place career-wise, in a good place financially, as far as your debt being paid out and all of that. I would say 10 years time. Okay. So, did we submit a payment for a second question? Did you want to ask that second question, or did you want to wait on that, Ruji? I know, right? He betrayed me. He's betraying me with hanging out with other people. By the way, Brigitte, we miss you at Patreon. I know I'm not very consistent. I try to, but starting January, we're going to start Tarot Boot Camp. So I'm going to start talking about tarot cards. I'm still deciding on which card I'm going to talk about first, but most likely I'm going to start talking about the Seven of Cups starting in January, if you want to still do that, okay? All right, thank you for that payment, Rajid. So let's go ahead and see that second question. What was it? Oh, you wanted to know if there was some black magic involved. Well, I mean, I highly doubt it, but we can go ahead and double check. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we see any work done on you, which I highly doubt, but I mean, surprisingly enough, the cards are actually saying yes. Actually, yeah, the cards are saying yes, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I do think so. Most likely a female, a female air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I feel like most likely a Libra though. But yes, could have been maybe a past lover or something. Yeah. Well, I would have said, I mean, me, honestly, when I hear these kinds of questions, I'm tempted to say no, but I mean, the cards are saying yes. And as a matter of fact, I am seeing a big time yes. And we have the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. In the foundation. So, yeah, I would say so. And I don't think she did it like herself. She probably got someone to do it, or she did it with someone. You have possibly like an ex, possibly an air sign ex, a Libra ex, or maybe someone who might have like air sign um, in their chart. Okay, does that part resonate? All right, Rogie, do you have any other questions for me tonight? Is there anything I can help you with today? You're welcome, Rashid. Go ahead and get a Reiki done, okay? We'll talk soon. Hi, Kara. How are you? Well, today was a good day. It was a productive day. I woke up really early today, so that was good. So, other than that, I mean, everything's been pretty awesome for me as well. Wasn't a bad day for a Mercury retrograde day. Can't complain. Well, not until people start contacting you from the past, you know. I bet. I bet. This is a good time to deal with that. Have you thought about using the Silva method? My goodness, this whole entire time I was talking with the freaking mute button. Goodness gracious. Okay. Anyway, so basically, when it comes to the Silva method, Jose Silva talks about how there are different levels of the mind. Right now, Jose Silva was a Chicano from Texas that grew up in the 1930s and 40s. He passed away in 1998. He was a Leo. And basically, he thought was interesting how when you lower the brain waves, the electromagnetic waves of our brain, not only can you retain more memory, but you can do a lot of different things with the mind, right? So when you lower the waves to alpha waves, with alpha waves and you tap into alpha, which is basically considered like restful state or light meditation phase or state, light meditation state. That's where we can find the healing and the creative visualization. If you want to go to like the other ones, like as far as like theta and as far as like delta, then that's when we work on like our psychic abilities and trying to tap in and try to connect with the universe, having a personal connection with the universe, having a personal connection with deities, probably even having direct contact with our ancestors and stuff like that. But and he talks about that, and funny enough, they're even starting to teach this kind of stuff in colleges. So, this stuff is really interesting. But yeah, this is meditation, as like a CD set. If you want to just go ahead and download it on your iTunes or whatever, you can go ahead and do that. As you can see, it's like about almost 7 hours worth of meditation. And also, yeah, it is very interesting. Actually, this is the kind of stuff I used before I became a tarot reader. Actually, I don't know if you were here, but I was explaining the other day because someone asked me the other day, how did I become a tarot reader? How did this all happen? And I kind of went off on a tangent, and I basically explained that, when I was in college, I was kind of, trying to have a conventional life like the rest of y'all. And I was going to college. I was in community college. And I was trying to transfer into a 4-year. And I remember I was working with the Silva method. I was working with this meditation course specifically because I was in the music program and I was trying to work on my, just to increase my chances. I was doing some Silva meditations to manifest, increase my chances of passing my audition at USC. I wanted to enter the music program at USC. That was my goal. Mainly because I just felt like, that was something my mom really wanted for me. My mom passed away when I was a child, and that was something that she wanted for me. She wanted me to play at the LA Phil, be a violinist at the LA Phil. So that was something I was trying to do. And I wasn't really looking for money. I was really just trying to do it to fulfill what my mom wanted for me. And also, I guess for bragging rights in a way. I'll confess, I guess, bragging rights. But that's what I was focused on. And so I was doing some meditations with the Silva method. And basically, what happened was that I got this message, right? Where I got a message through this meditation, and I had already been doing a lot of meditation during this time. I was fasting during this time. I had fasted for like 60 days. I was fasting for 60 days straight during this time, and then after that I went straight out like vegan for a year, and then vegetarian for another 9 years. I'm still vegetarian now. But and during that time, I was also doing the Silva method meditation. So I was really like having this little hippie moment. And so I guess that all triggered for my intuition to just spike up. And I didn't do this on purpose. I was just me just being experimental and stuff. And I was just trying things out. And I was kind of like trying to figure out my path, I guess, spiritually. And I got a message right there basically telling me that, I was going to be a tarot reader. And during this time, I had already learned how to read tarot. I was already reading for friends and, some family members here and there. And my readings were coming out, accurate according to my friends. And according to the people that I would read during this time before I came onto YouTube and started my own website and everything. And I would just do it for friends and for myself and for others, mainly for others. I don't really read for myself. I know a lot of people trip out about that, but I don't really read for myself. Hardly ever. But so I got that message and I didn't believe that message. I just completely ignored it as a matter of fact. I was pretty upset too. I was pretty upset to hear that because that was not what I was expecting. And I was just like, I'm not going to be a tarot reader. I was just like, that's just so cheesy. And I was just like, that's such a cheesy thing. And I'm looking for a conventional job and a conventional career and trying to have a normal life, Another thing that I was worried about is people thinking I was just going to be a scam artist, and or just taking people's money or something. And so I ignored it. I continued on with school. I didn't continue with my music major because one thing about music is that, the more difficult the music got, the worse you play, you would really, when it comes to music, wow, you really have to be in 1000%. And I didn't have a lot of time for that. I worked 2 jobs. It was just really hard. And it wasn't until I started my YouTube channel that I had a little bit more time. But then things kind of just got in a way that I had to finish school early and I majored and, I graduated with something else because I had credits and more of other stuff. So I was able to get at least my degree in some other things. Not music because I didn't finish all of my music courses. But here I am, thanks to Silva. I mean, I didn't manifest it, but they warned me that's not what I was going to end up doing. And I didn't listen. And I fought through it. I fought against it. I even, forgot about it, tried forgetting about it. And look at you guys. You guys can't get rid of me now. Yeah, that's tough. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, and if you want, there's documentaries on Jose Silva on YouTube just so you can get, a bit, just so you can know a little bit about him if you want to know a little bit about him. Hey, research also his daughter, Isabella Silva, and how because she was kind of like one of his little lab rats, one of his daughters, Isabella Silva. She became a really, really, really intuitive person that she even started diagnosing people with her intuition at the San Antonio hospital. It's crazy. She does seminars around the world still. I don't know if she started again after, the pandemic, but she was doing that before the pandemic for sure. I don't know if she started again, since the pandemic though. But, real cool person. The other day I actually did speak with one of his nephews, Jose Silva's nephews, which also was one of his lab rats. And oh my goodness, I was like a schoolgirl who just literally just saw Kim Kardashian at the mall, you know. That's how I felt. And it was fun. It was fun. And I was just kind of just telling him, like, oh my God, because of your fucking uncle, found out my purpose, my life's purpose at 22, or no, before 22. And then I started my business and my YouTube channel at 22. So I know I always was into beauty and fashion, still am. That's my passion, but I found myself going to school for healthcare administration and currently going for social work. And how do you feel about that? Do you feel like your fashion and your beauty is more of your purpose in life? Is that what you're saying? Sometimes I think, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Because it's not easy and it feels like things work against me. LOL. I went for these degrees because I felt called in a way to help children and undeserved populations, but I don't know. These fields are draining and you get burned out easily. I understand. Been there. So how do you feel now? I mean, aren't you already working in social work right now? Or are we still unemployed? Or how do you feel right now as far as, your choices as far as your majors? Or do you want to just focus on trying to build your beauty now, or what's going on? I am into wellness and holistic healing, so I saw social work as the way to go to next. But I can't even find an internship. It's holding me up from taking my next classes. I'm like, is this even worth it? I understand. Now how you feel? Well, maybe the Jose Silva method can definitely help you and try to figure that out, right? And then not only that, you're in the middle of also doing some healing work. Well, if it's more money, I would take it and then just find something with that pays even more and then take it. Just keep building yourself up until you come to your dream state, California. Oh, hell no. Forget it. Tell them they're out of their mind. Yes, you did donate. What did you want to ask for me today? Yes, sorry, I was sending an audio message to somebody. So I put myself on mute. But yeah, a general message. Well, let's specify it a little bit. What exactly do you want to know more about? You should ask about this Jose Silva program. What to look forward? Is it going to help you with your path? Ooh. How about or what do you want to ask? You tell me. What do you want to ask? Yeah, everyone is going to be feeling that way, especially because it's like Sagittarius season. So a lot of people are going to be feeling like wanting to put that energy onto themselves, work out. Sagittarius is a very vain sign. So you're probably feeling that right now. Shit, I'm feeling that right now. I want to go buy lentils. I'm like over here, like trying to make some lentil soup myself. So, yeah, so everyone's going to be feeling that way, especially just at this very moment. But or maybe do you want to ask about weight loss goals? Do you want to know if you'll reach your goals? I'm not even going to look for jobs the rest of this month, and I'm definitely not looking for love. I want these things, but I'm not going to focus on that right now. Yes, yes. And besides, it's like the end of the year. I mean, I don't think many people are going to be hiring during this time anyway. I would be surprised if you did. I mean, I've been hired before, like in the month of November, but that would be it. When I used to work as an ABABT, or whenever I used to work as a yoga instructor, I've gotten yoga gigs at November, but that was the closest to the holidays that I've ever was hired to. So I don't know if December will really do a lot of hiring. So I don't know. I could be mistaken though. Oh no, it's okay. It happens, okay? I know, it sucks. Believe me, I know. Okay. Well, what do you want to know specifically? I need a specific question. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Alrighty, well, we got, well, I don't see really anything particularly exciting. But I do see you thinking a lot about how things didn't work out, particularly in the love sector. A lot of thinking about that. But this person, regardless, I do see this person is going to stay in the past. I was wondering why this was also coming up. But the cards are just telling me no. I just see it's more like reflecting on that, you thinking about that a lot and how things just didn't work out, how you basically dodged a bullet almost in the sense, but you wished you could have like fully dodged that bullet, and I feel like that's going to be more of the case in January, feeling more that way and feeling very dissatisfied with your life. I see lots of feelings with that. So not particularly exciting in January, no. But I do see you feeling that way. But be careful of staying in that energy because it is telling me that you might eventually dismotivate yourself. Okay, they are telling me here that you are the student of life right now. You are the student of life. So you're learning about people. You're learning about sociopaths, narcissists, and King of Swords in reverse. This person is going to stay in your past, but I don't want this to mess with your self-confidence, with your self-esteem, with your sense of motivation, and your sense of self-worth. So what do you think, Kira? That makes sense. That's how I feel now. LOL. Oh my goodness. I'm supposed to travel to the West Coast for my birthday next month. I think you told me I will meet new people there last time. I think so too. I think I remember this. But how will this trip go overall? Should I go? Okay. Well, I mean, if you're going to meet new people, why not? And it's your birthday. But remember what I just read right now is going to dismotivate you and stop you from doing things. So let's see if you should go. All right, I see. Do you want to see better if you should go to Vegas versus going to Cali? We could do that. We could check Vegas and Cali and see which one would be a better option. Do you want to see that instead? Okay, so for your second question, you want to know if you should even go to Vegas. And then as your third question, you want to know which one would be a better option, Vegas or Cali. Is that what I'm understanding? Funny enough, for Vegas, I got a definite yes. And for Cali, I got a definite no. As far as your birthday goes. So I would say go with your friend. Go with your friend in Vegas. As a matter of fact, I do see you guys talking a lot, conversing a lot. I see a lot of communication, a lot of talking, catching up possibly. Basically, do you wanna know if you'll start dating again? Is that what you're asking, if you're gonna be dating again in 2025? Is that your question? You can lose 20 pounds from here until January, I'm sure. Well, if you have fitness goals, if you wanna worry about yourself, work on yourself, then maybe we should ask as your 3rd question, maybe more about yourself. Maybe you should ask about fitness goals. Maybe you should ask if you should get a personal trainer, if you should join, a yoga studio, apart from a gym membership, you know? Um, what do you wanna ask? That's awesome. That's awesome. Alright, let's see. All right, so in the bottom of the deck as the overall theme, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And then for your spread, we have Five of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, Seven of Wands, Four of Swords. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. As a matter of fact, the cards are telling me right here, take care of each other. Okay. You don't want to have a little too many, get emotional, and then have the rest of your vacation just trying to recover from that. But again, like I do see you guys talking a lot. Talking, venting. Make this a celebration, not a pity party. They're really making this a point about like there's going to be a lot of talking, a lot of communication, and now right here they're specifying that it's going to be possibly venting, having a little too many, getting emotional, recovering from that also as well. Have a celebration with that Three of Cups, but with it in reverse, but make it a good celebration, not a pity party. Well, did I say specifically that you were going to meet this person in Vegas? Okay, well, there you go. So, Cali, we're talking about Vegas. So, Kiara, do you have any other questions for me? All right, Kiara, thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget to get the Silva method, all right? I'll talk to you later. I am very good, Ellie. How are you? I've never had Chime. So, yeah, I don't. Unless you want to purchase a reading on my website. Have you ever gone on my website? You can always go to my website if you don't want to do Chime. My website is mermaidoracle.com. You can try purchasing it there, but it's not through Chime. Absolutely not. It is not daytime here where I am. It's actually 11 p.m. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in today. Nevertheless, I will be here tomorrow. Take care, blessed be, namaste. I will be here tomorrow evening. Bye, Ali. Bye, everyone.